up? What's up? This is Michael with Glue, Screws, and Chaos. Hey, got a project and save you some more money. This here, as you can see, is a new tire, and it was plugged, not by me, but by the shop. And I had it on my trailer and it lost all of its pressure. So it was bleeding out through this plug they stuck in. So I'm going to show y'all how to plug a tire correctly. So let's begin. First thing you got to do is get rid of the old plug. Looks like a pretty big hole. So we'll have to ream it and find out. This is your reamer. Yeah, that's a pretty big hole. That's why it's probably leaking. I'm gonna show you all the ancient Chinese secret. So this is not something I would recommend, but being this is a trailer tire and it's a spare tire, I'm not going to use this tire unless I absolutely have to. I'm going to try to put 2 plugs in it, being the hole's so big. I've had success with this before, but again, I wouldn't do this if it was a drive tire or any other tire on the vehicle. It's just a trailer tire and a spare tire. So what I'm trying to do is feed my second plug in there, but it wants to stick with the first. All right, so now I go get some glue. Okay, so what I have is just rubber cement. I usually use this with patches, but I am going to use it with a plug. And it usually comes with glue, but it comes with such a small amount of glue. And I ended up buying this for like $2. But it is also used for lubrication, so when you shove the plugs down into the hole, it goes in a lot easier. So anyway, not necessarily you got to have this. I hardly ever use this, but I am going to use it on this one because the hole's big, and I'm hoping that I can get it to stick in there and go down in the hole further. So basically, you can see that hole there. I'm just going to put some around in there, like that. And I'll put some on the plugs themselves. So I'm going to find the hole, push it as hard as I can. And can you see that? I just got maybe 3/4 of an inch sticking out on both plugs. I'm gonna let that glue harden a little bit here, and then I'll see how she does. But yeah, that's really how there is to plugging a tire. They usually charge you about $15 per plug. So you buy those kits at Advance or Discount or Walmart. And it comes like, I think it's like $3 for the plug kit, small kit. There's like 6 plugs in there, plus the glue. Now, like I said, this is a trailer tire. It's not a steer tire. By means, don't ever plug a steer tire. This is a trailer tire, and it's also a spare tire for the trailer. So I will hardly ever use this tire. So I must throw that out there. Don't be plugging steer tires. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off. You don't have to, but I don't like it dragging. And I really would want to save this tire because there's a lot of good meat on this tire. So I'll let that sit up for a little while, air it up, and then we'll test it out. All right, y'all. I've cemented the plug. Like I said before, it's not really necessary to cement the plug, but I did it anyway because it's such a big hole. Now I'm going to air the tire up and then check it with some bubbles. Right here's the plug. The glue looks like it's kind of hardened up a little bit. Never mind, photographer, she's just scared of a little bit of noise. We're going to let this thing air up to about 80 pounds. It's about 86 pounds. Next thing, I got soap and water. Okay, so everything looks really good. It's not bubbling at the plug. So what we'll do, I'll let it sit. And if it doesn't drop too much, it's gonna get cold tonight. It's supposed to be like down on 20, so it's gonna drop like 15, 20 degrees from now. So it will probably lose a couple pounds. But if it doesn't lose that much, I'm gonna let it go. Again, this tire is not meant for steer. So this is just a trailer tire, and it's actually a spare tire. So everything looks really good. It's a $88 pounds, $87 pounds. So we're good.
Wait on.
Still no bubbles. And that's a good tire. I mean, it's got a lot of meat, so I'm gonna keep it for a spare, and that's it. But I hope I've saved y'all some money. This is screws, glue, and chaos. And subscribe, like, love us. We want your love. So subscribe.